if you really want to transform your business, you have to go look for the knowledge.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you have to go to where, I mean, I met you in Lagos.
Yeah. All right, hello, sir. Good to have you.
Great to be here in the city of Jos.
Oh, it's a pleasure. You know, Solar, we're glad to have you at Solar. It's like a dream come true.
Very glad to be
here. Yeah, thank you. All right, so this particular hour of the day, I'm glad to have with me the MD of LIMPSimple. Sir, what's LIMPSimple?
So it's an acronym. It means life, investing, money, and business.
Made simple. Yeah. You know, I was at your convention last year, November precisely.
Exactly.
The very first time of making contact with LIMPSimple. And I was, wow.
Thank you.
You know, what we saw there, we felt like, you know, we need to be part of this.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know, for those of you that don't know, with me this hour of the day is Dr. Ezekiel Solesi, the MD LIMPSimple. Going by record, he has trained over 4,000 businesses who have made over $1 billion.
No, 51 of them.
50 of them.
I've exceeded $1 billion.
Wow.
If you add Jonah, it's 52.
That's it, sir. And also, I saw you were at the House of Lords.
Yes.
You spoke at Commonwealth.
Yes.
That's a vast experience, sir.
Yes. Commonwealth was, wow. Commonwealth was 15 years ago.
15 years ago.
Yeah. I spoke at the Commonwealth.
I thought it was something on last year.
No. The House of Lords. I've spoken at the House of Lords the last 2 years, 3 years consistently. The Commonwealth was in 2010. 2010 is about almost 15 years. It was in October 2010, so 14 plus years.
So, sir, what's your motivation? When I was at a convention at Eco Hotels, I saw the business CEOs that were there.
Yeah.
Over 1,000 people.
Yeah.
From the east, west,
from
Abuja, everywhere. Some outside the country.
Yes.
What's your motivation to this?
So, I honestly think that a large chunk of the success that we want to experience in this country would only happen through businesses. In fact, I say that if you read history very well, you'll realize that Nigeria is somewhat where the US was in 1867.
Was 1867?
Now, in 1867, it was about the time where they had the Civil War, and then just after that, Lincoln died. So the leadership that America had at that time that shifted the country over the next 50 to 60 years was not political leadership. It was business leadership. You know, so I think that if we get businesses to grow, businesses to expand, it would transform the entire country. And the best case is, what city in Nigeria has the most businesses? Lagos. What city in Nigeria is most developed? Lagos. So it just, goes to say that if there are more successful entrepreneurs in the city, that's probably going to be more success, in that city. So we want to try and see how we can get a lot more businesses successful. And
I think some of the Chinese, the Asian countries are doing the same thing.
Oh, yes.
And we trust that with this dream, we see a lot of business in Nigeria doing a whole lot in billions. And we're glad to be part of the dream as well.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Exactly. So, sir, you came into Solar yesterday, and we had a day together today, whole day, training session today. What's your feeling like? So you have to say, I'm impressed with what I've seen, honestly. I'm impressed with how intentional you guys are for personal development. Most businesses in your space they don't draw a straight line connection between personal development and business growth, right? And so your ability to do that is massive. And added to the fact that you play in industries that are becoming some of the biggest industries in the country. You're in the furniture business, you're in the real estate business, and your furniture business cross sections with the service business. And what most people don't know is that as we speak today, the service business is the biggest industry in the country, followed by agric, followed by real estate. So I'm quite impressed with how much your team is preparing for that level. Thank you so much. And on the last note, we have businesses around this part of the country, across the Niger. That is the northeast, north central, and the northwest. And the challenge across the Niger is that we are really not privileged to the type of information you get in Lagos. You understand? Get that in mind. You have in Lagos, you have trainings, business trainings running almost on a weekly basis. You don't get that this part of the country. So, sir, for maybe someone afterwards may listen to you around here, what do you have to tell them? Businesses around this part of the country.
So first things first is, if you really want to transform your business, you have to go look for the knowledge.
Exactly.
So you have to go to where, I met you in Lagos.
Exactly.
You live here. So chances are that if I met you in Lagos, you have to come all the way. You have to invest, and when you make the investment, fortunately, the kind of investment you've made, gets the opportunity for us to come all the way down here, which then now provides the opportunity for everybody in your team to experience the quality of information that you would have had to travel all the way down. They have to be willing to make the investments. They have to be willing to learn. They have to be willing to make investments in their own learning. And if it happens, and then as they become successful, they have to be willing to just create small forums in and around the city to share. And I expect that, I would hope that also you would also do the same at some point, where you create small forums, you come, you share your experiences, share the success, share the failures, because that's what happened in Lagos. Everybody shared their experiences. Before you know it, there's knowledge all over.
This is my mentor, and if he's saying that, I take it as an instruction. So before I allow you to maybe just run through some of the programs I know LIMPSimple do, even on a monthly basis, so that somebody who may listen to you afterwards may understand. Just before that, I want us to know that the LIMPSimple we're talking about here, the program I attended, the likes of Cosmos Maduka were there as speakers, and the first female vice president
female president
of Mauritius. The first lady of Cross River State, Onare Duke, Barrister Onare Duke, she was one of the speakers, among others. So we're talking about real information here, knowledge here. So, and I prepare our minds for something great 2025 via the LIMPSimple. So sir, just take us through some of the programs.
So I mean, we usually don't have a lot of programs. We just essentially open to the public at just 2 events. So one of them is the Strategy Factory that we run monthly. It's the last Friday of every month. So I mean, if you go to our page, you probably find information with regards to that. And then the last one is the convention that holds in November. Now, every other training and all that happens inside of the community.
In the
community. The mastermind and all the things.
It's a community.
Yes.
Well, I'm privileged to be part of that community. So, through me, you can get any information on regarding LIMPSimple, and that way. This is my mentor, so here I am. I will do all that. So as he pointed out, you want to get connected to LIMPSimple, check all the social media handles, and you will get them there.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you so much. We are really glad to have you in JOS. Glad to have you in Solab. So on behalf of the entire Solab team, sir, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate
Have a good
day,
sir.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.